How's it going, everybody? It's Pete J, 4Pete_J on YouTube, Pete J Play on Twitch. We're back in the garage working on Tank Mechanic Simulator, and we're going to get right into this. Now, when we left off, I was working on a tank, which was still part of the tutorial. So we haven't made it through the tutorial yet, and we're going to try. We did excavate, I think it's more of an armored personnel carrier than it wasn't a tank, but here we go. Okay, we need to pick up the sand blaster, it says. Okay. I think, why are we picking up the sand blaster? Okay, so this is where we're at. Pick up the sandblaster. You see over there the toolbox, the tool bench, I should say, and you can see that there is the outline, the yellow outline on the sandblaster. That's how we know which one to go. Turn on sandblaster. Repair parts. There you go. Okay, I think we were just stuck, and that's okay. We'll put that down there. And now we have to repair some parts. So I think, if I recall correctly, we did this side. I think we got to work on this side, right? So let's, we got to take this apart. So the first thing we're going to do is we've got to remove the track. And how do I know if I'm in disassemble mode? Oh, there, click to disassemble. And we've got these pins here that we have to pull. All right, what did I do? I did something that was wrong because it's not radial menu. Okay. Okay, let's escape out. Let's try this over again. Click to disassemble parts. There it is. Now, doing that. There we go. Okay, so that's right. I forgot. It's the right mouse button to disassemble. Sorry about that, folks. We're going to go ahead and pull all of the track because this track needs to be repaired. We know that. But I'm hoping that I can get to the point where I can start working on the vehicle we excavated, because I would like to do that. That's our own vehicle. Okay, so we have these buffers that we got to pull off. We got 3 buffers, and then we got at least 2 roll wheel supports. I think that's it. No, 3. So we'll pull this. This should be a track wheel, I believe. Roller wheel, not track wheel, roller wheel. And we're going to right click on that and hold. Grab that. And the road wheel. So you got your roller wheel and road wheel. That's what I'm trying to learn, the names of the different parts. So the top, basically, that's just for the roller. So it's called a track. Oh, it's confusing. Of course it's confusing. Why would it be simple, right? We're gonna call it a track, but then we're gonna call these up here rollers. All right, so I think that we got something behind there too. All right, so we're going to pull off the sprocket wheel. That didn't seem like it was very difficult, did it? And then we got a final drive cover that's being held in place by some bolts. Okay, so this is only our second episode. We got a final drive is also busted. How do we get that out? Oh, that brake drum. Am I doing all that? I think we go, let's go underneath and let's see. Oh, that's inside the tank. I haven't really gotten into tank yet. But we can definitely see that brake drum needs to be... There's a lot of issues inside here. All right, so... Drum. See, now I'm unaccustomed to how these things work. The brake drum is in there, which means the pads must be on the inside, right? Can we take it apart? I did. I just took it apart. Oh, well, it doesn't really show me anything. I'm going to put that back because I'm not 100% sure that that's something we're supposed to be doing just yet, you know? Assembly mode. Oh, I want to go. There you go. I put that back on because I'm not sure if we're supposed to be messing with that just yet. Okay. So we have our deal. I think we're crouched, aren't we? Yeah, we were crouched. All right, we're going to hit our storage, and we're going to call out the things that need to be repaired. This roll wheel support, 25%. We're going to do that. This track belt needs to get worked on. Buffer's at 66%. Boom, 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 boom. Final drive and a final drive cover. Do I grab this or no? Everything else is at 100%, so I'm thinking we should go ahead and grab that as well. All right, so these we remember, I pulled those off. Okay, we're gonna outsource the repairs. $767 max time to complete will be 60 seconds. Look at that roll wheel support. That thing is trunched. There it is, looking better already. How about you guys? Buffer's coming along okay. They will be primed and then painted before we get them back. So we just need to reassemble, basically. I want to be able to, I want to start working on, like I say, I want to work on the one we excavated. My thinking, I'll go through the thinking when we get to it. Otherwise I get out ahead of myself and I don't know how things are going to go here. Track is looking good. Roll wheel support's looking good. Got the buffers, they're coming back into shape, looking good. Everything's looking good. Wait, I didn't. Oh, wait. Yeah, they're working on the final drive. Okay, I was like, a little bit different because it's an internal part, so it doesn't get. All right, so we're done. So we can go back and we can hit the reassemblage. There we go. And I'm going to put that final drive back in there. Oops, I don't know. Why? Final drive. There we go. Finally, I got that in there. Final drive. Okay, that spins the sprocket, right? This spins the sprocket. So the drive has to come off of here. This is your brake. This and this mesh, right? There's got to be a mesh gear system here. That mesh gear system turns this wheel, which in turn turns the sprocket, I believe. Actually, no, yeah, okay. That is bolted to the tank. So this does not move at all, right? Right. But the sprocket goes through this, whatever, final gear cover. And then the sprocket wheel, that goes there, and that gets driven by that situation, and that turns the belt. Roll wheel support in the buffer. What did the buffers do? Just like spacers or something? They just keep the your track. So there's the teeth meshing with the track, which turns and pushes the, obviously that's your propulsion for your tank. Okay. Again, it's a learning experience. I do like that about the about these sim games is you can learn a little bit about something you maybe didn't know a whole lot about. So gotta put our pins in. That's what holds the track belt together. There's that. That must be the repaired one. We'll grab this buffer, put that on there, get that road wheel on, and then the wheel assembly. There you go. And then pick up the sandblaster. What is with the sandblaster? Well, I guess we do have these here. What? Let's get the sandblaster. I think we have to. Hammer. Hammer allows to disassemble tank parts with a single direct hit on it. Any tank part that is targeted by the player with the pointer that is hit by the hammer after clicking the left mouse button will fall off. Remember, each struck tank part condition gets decreased on hit. Okay, I appreciate the hammer, but I don't want it. I wanted you. That thing moved on its own. I don't like that. Are we? Okay, yeah, we can sandblast this here. Oop, I dropped it. I keep forgetting that. All right, we'll come over here that way. We don't oh, it's left. There we go. All right, pick up the paint gun. Okay, we're going to get the paint. Actually, I think we'll probably have to prime some of this stuff. All right, what is the deal here now? There. Paint gun. There we go. And I think we have to turn on the paint gun. We have to prime those. No! Oh, God bless it. Pick up the rust removal tool. Why? Jeez, OP. I thought we handled all this stuff. Rust removal tool. Where is the rust removal tool needed? My question. I'm assuming that was it, because it said, now it says repair parts. Is that it? Just that piece of rack, right? This came back, that was fixed, that was repaired, so was that. I don't see anything else really. So I'm going to say repair parts. What parts? Okay. All right. So if we, not that, we want to do this, and then we want to go here. Tank status menu, tank analysis. We need paint. We need gearbox condition. Okay. So the turret interior condition, engine condition. So we are going to have to get into this vehicle, right? So wheels 97.0. What's missing? Final drive cover. All right, we need a final drive cover. If I don't know what the final drive cover is, can I click and highlight? No, because there it is. Yeah, it will do that, but I will drop. Oh, okay. So there's another one on this side. Okay. And it made me drop my. Okay. All right, folks. We're cooking with gas. We'll get there. We'll get there. You. Nope, not you. Not you. You. You need to move because we have to work here. And I think we have to. I think we have to start in the front though. So if we go. Boink and boink. There we go. Now we can take this one off. Gotta take it around to the back. Okay. I didn't realize that final drive was not working either, so. All right, now we're gonna take the sprocket wheel. Yep. There it is. Final drive cover here is in need of disassemblage. Again, this final drive cover, this is bolted to the chassis, so that does not move. But it provides a clean through. And then we got the final drive on this side as well that will pull out. And we got a brake drum on this side as well that we are probably going to have to get into. But again, it hasn't really talked to us about doing internal repairs. So I'm not 100%. We got that one and we got that one. Outsource repairs continue 378. This is costing me an arm and a leg. They better pay me big because by the time we get done with this one, we'll be completely done. But my thought process for the one we excavated was, again, trying to think real world is we want to be able to get it in and out of our one bay garage, right? So when we have some downtime, we want to be able to bring it in. And when we have clients and jobs coming in, we want to move it out. That's difficult to do with these really heavy armor plated vehicles. So I thought the first thing we should probably do is tend to the engine, right? Get the engine fixed and working. I think one of the other things you can work on is the fuel system. So get those two things up to hoy, so to speak. And then that way we can turn around and get into the suspension and the drive system, gearbox, that type of stuff to make sure we can drive it in and out. Once we get that, the rest of it really kind of is kind of aesthetic. But I think if you're going to do this kind of work, the first thing you're going to need to do is make sure you can move the thing back and forth. Otherwise, you'll spend most of your time doing that. Now, the realities are it's just a game. So moving the thing really only comes down to just basically, pressing a button and then it moves. So it's not as hard as you would think. But pick up the rust removal tool. I am not getting these instructions. I just don't get. Okay. And then we'll get the sprocket wheel put back on, and then we could start with the rear track belt. All right. I think this is, we should probably check the work order too. I'm not 100%. I think we were just supposed to, I'm letting the game kind of lead me, and I'm not sure if that's the best thing to do here. All right, so I think we've pick up the rust removal tool. What rust is there to remove? Everything that needs to be fixed has been fixed. It's just an antenna. All right, so if we escape out, right? Let's go look at the computer for a minute. Organizer. This says required repairs. Engine cover. All right. Shackle, toolbox, driver. Okay, driver's seat needs to be repaired. Torsion bar. Gun breech, commander seat, gunner seat, viewer B. This seems like a lot more than just putting primer on it, right? Dipstick, accessory gear cover, generator, pneumatic starter, injection pump governor, 2 exhaust manifolds, a bracket, 2 brake drums. Yeah, see, we're gonna have to do this whole thing. Okay. All right, pick up the rust removal tool. I have picked up the rust removal tool. Turn on the rust removal tool. Repair parts, it says. All right, what parts? And I'll put that there. If we go here and we look at module menu storage tablet, tank status menu. We've got tank analysis, examine mode, back and move tank. Examine mode. All the bolts are red. Am I supposed to? Am I supposed to be? Let's see. Let's go grab our rust removal tool. Let's see. Are we supposed to be doing these pins? No. No. All right. So turn that off. All right. So I think we've conquered everything outside. Let's go put this back. All right. So we have to get into the tank. Is there a way to get into the tank? Reset tools, storage, props menu. Opens the props menu. Okay, I don't know what that is, but not what we're looking for. Tank manager. Who's that position? Okay, we don't want that. No, we don't want that. Interior options. Get inside. Okay, let's get inside. Gunner slot, loader slot, driver slot, back, commander slot. I guess we go to the driver slot. Okay, tank interior. Hop in. You have entered the tank. Very cool. While inside the tank, player can switch his current position with radial menu. Most of the tanks have the same set of crew positions. A commander, a gunner, a loader, a driver, and radio operator. Okay, so we are in the tank right now, folks. Here we are. All right. This is, I believe I'm in the commander's seat. All right, so we need to pick up the rust removal tool. Well, the rust removal tool is out there. So how do I? All right, rust removal tool. And let's turn off the examine mode. Let's go back to interior options. Let's get tank exterior. We've removed the exterior. Okay, so when we were in there before, what we want to do is we want to interior options. All right, how do I get out of this though? All right, fuel tanks and everything. So does this mean I can just to toggle the rust remover? Does this mean I'm working on these things? It does mean that. Okay, very cool. Okay, very cool. So we are slowly but surely. Let's turn that off. We are going to need our ladder back though. Dagnabbit. All right, you go here. You come over here. We're going to put you. Right there. Oop. All right, now let's go back to exterior, tank exterior. Okay. And that is, do we know what that part is? We don't know what that part is. There's a drum brake there. That's not getting clean. That's not coming clean either. All right, looks like the seats are going to have to be repaired. Yeah, okay. That's a viewer. Dagnabbit. Honestly. All right. That's why we couldn't go around. Okay. Is there a way just to work on it? I mean, interior options. Get inside. Let's go to the commander slot. Okay. There we go. I think that's the breach, right? And we've got our viewer. Another one over here. That's taken care of. Oh, no, the chair did come clean. Okay. They both did. Very cool. All right. All right, so that's good stuff. So what do we do now? Repair parts. I need to go to the loader slot. Here's the loader slot. And there's 2 loader slots. Okay, so 1 on each side. So they sit on these issues here. The gunner. There's like, okay, the gunner sits in this chair, obviously. That's the deal there. Loader, gunner, commander, and then the driver slot is up front, and he gets to look out this little peephole here, and he gets to see what's going on. Here's his chair. All right. Pick up the sand blaster. Okay. I think these are machine gunner spots, right? They sit on these. It's just like in the, just like in Plane Mechanics Simulator, where, yeah, gunner slot. Okay, no. Back driver slot, loader, gunner. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out. We got to get the sandblaster. I guess this would be like the most dangerous thing in the world to try and sandblast inside this tank, right? I think that's what we're going to have to do here is we're going to have to get interior. We're going to get inside commander slot. Okay, we're going to start here. And we're not going to worry about the fact that we're sandblasting inside an enclosed area. I guess we're just going to assume that our face protection is going to take care of us here, but I kind of doubt it. All right, so that is that. Now, if we turn this off, we want to change and go to, it was the driver slot, I think, right? Yeah, we got to take care of this. All right, so there's that. Now we got to go get the paint gun. Okay, I think we got. Are those okay? Now, is this? My issue is, am I looking at 2 floors here? So the driver is kind of like lower down than the commander is. And now this, yeah, okay, yeah, that's it. So these are the seats I'm seeing from down there, and then the gunners. Okay, got it. I'm getting there. I'm figuring it out. That's like I say. That was the whole thing. The whole. Am I crouched? I am. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to get the game because I did want to learn more about tanks. So we're gonna go back in. No, I meant to go there and get inside. We're gonna go to the commanders, and now we're gonna just we're gonna prime this stuff up, and we got this viewport there. We'll get this seat taken care of. All right, so we're gonna stop. We're gonna go and we're gonna get in the driver slot. All right, turn that off. Exit the vehicle. What do they want us to pick up? The rust removal tool. Okay. Rust removal tool. Where am I going with this rust removal tool? This one is a tough one. This is a tough one. Tank analysis. So we still need paint. We know that. Gearbox condition. Overall repairs. Yeah, so I think we're working on mechanical now. So close that. But we need our rust removal tool. And then we're going to need to We need to removicate. Test drive options. Tank analysis. Examine mode. Okay. No. We want to, is it, maybe it's examine mode? No, it's not. Okay. Oh, crud. Oh, crud. Oh, crud. Let's do this again. We're going to turn off examine mode because that's not what we wanted. There's a way to remove radial menu. Module menu opens menu with tank module. Storage, tablet, tank status. Assembly mode. Show options for tank interior. Tank exterior. Toggle visibility of tank. Okay, I think if we do that, I'm not a big fan of that because, you know, I think I should have to, in order to be able to get to some of these parts, I should have to, you know, tear down some stuff. Figure out, you know, again, part of that learning curve is trying to figure out, well, how would you get in here to work on this? It seems almost like cheating a little bit. You know what I mean? Although it doesn't seem to be working very well. So I'm wondering if that's not it. Okay. Is there a way to, yes, there is a way. Okay, Pete, you're thinking. Now you're thinking. Turn to tank exterior. Can I toggle visibility of tank exterior parts? There we go. All right, now I think if we come up here, although I don't know if I can open that, right? Menu with stand, okay. Select module engine. Opens menu with stands for selected module. Okay. Lift it up. You have moved a tank module from the tank. Okay, we have, hey, there it is right there. So we have pulled this engine out of the tank. And we are removing the rust from the exhaust manifold. And this stuff, of course, whatever this stuff could be. All right. So that's how you get the engine out. Very cool. That's what I was, you know, I think that's the dipstick right there. What's that now? Pick up the sandblaster. I'm not done yet. Want me to prime this this engine as well? Okay, so that's the valve cover, exhaust manifold. It's got to be the crankshaft. This is where it meets sort of gearbox or whatever. I'm assuming this is a fuel injected. What is it? That's yeah. All right. So we're gonna have to learn a lot more about these engines. I have no idea. Anywho, okay. So, we need to. Whoop. Now we're gonna hit this up with some. Repair parts. Okay. Sandblasting. Getting all the sand, the paint off of it. Pick up rust removal tool. Oh man, I mean, we keep going back and forth. I'm not sure. All right, engine condition is at 100%. So, I looking to remove the. Okay, so these are radiators. I can't get there because. So there's your radiators there and there. That's air intake, right? This would be exhaust here. So that's how that works. There's your radiators on either side. Oop, and I fell down in the hole, but that's okay. That's okay. This is got to be some sort of, well, it's like a fan. Obviously, it's like a fan. Oh, repair parts, it says. Okay. So we have to repair parts. Now, how do we do said thing? Torsion bars look like they're in good shape. They're okay. So we're still working on. I can grab final drive. This brake drum does not look great. So can we pull this? The final drive. I want to pull this brake drum because I'm not sure about it. This final drive can come out as well, and so can this brake drum because that's bust. We have, I think is that the electro starter? I say we pull that. That does not look like it's 100%. We need to removicate something before that will come out, though. We have this drive shaft. That's got to come out. Gearbox. The gearbox. Anybody? Does anybody see the gearbox? I would think that would be here. Or did we pull it? This is that's a fuel tank. That's a fuel tank. There's your air filters. Okay. Radiators, like I said. Air filters, air intake. These are your exhaust pipes. Okay, there's your fan. That pulls the air past the radiators to cool down the coolant. This is your electro starter. And I think we got to pull this fan too because it looks like that drive shaft goes all the way through and it's not in good condition. That electro starter doesn't look great, does it? How do I remove it though? Because I can select it, but it seems as though I cannot remove it for some reason. And I think I need to. Why can I not remove? And it doesn't let me pick this part. All right, so maybe we check the modules, right? Let's do this real quick. We'll go to storage. We're going to grab the 2 brake drums, the drive shafts, the fan. We'll send those out to be repaired. While that's being repaired, we're going to go ahead and take a look at is there another module? Assembly mode module menu. You have module, turret, or engine. Okay, so that's not it. I think it's part of transmission cover hatch. Transmission cover hatch. Can I now get the rust removal tool? Oh, with that rust removal. Okay, here we are. Here's this, right? Now we're here. And I still can't remove this, but I think this is a problem area here. Pick up the rust removal tool. Okay, let's see. Maybe that's the case. Maybe we just need to move some more rust from it, or maybe something. Oop, I missed it. Oop. I don't seem to be able to do 2 things at once here, so. No. So if I have this, I can't grab that other thing. That's the problem. All right, repair parts. Again, we're back and forth. I mean, it changes so much. So we're going to do this. We're going to go to tank status menu. Test drive options. Is there a way to... Nope. All right. I know what I'm doing. I know. We want to turn off the examiner mode. What we want to do is not that. Is this? We want to... Can we put this back in module? Can we put the opens menu with stands for selected module? All right, put it back. You have put a tank module back on the tank. Okay, and there's only two modules. There's the turret module and the engine module. Okay, so we don't need that. But what we do need is we need to be able to exterior. There we go. All right, now we're in assemble mode. So we're going to select that. We're going to put these drums back on. We'll put these final drives back on. What else do we have? We got the engine back on. We have, like I say, I still think that that's going to be that electro starter is not going to be, it's going to hold us up, I have a feeling. There's the fan, and there's the drive shaft. And I think this whole assembly here, this thing, right? Pick up the rust removal tool. God, you're killing me with this rust removal tool, man. Let me take my sweatshirt off here. 41 minutes on this thing. All right, so rust removal tool. So we're going to disengage. We're going to hit that, and we're going to go back. Okay, let's check it. No, I didn't want to be in. What was that? Pick up sandblaster. Okay, tank status menu. Paint. Tank repairs 98. Okay, sanding and primer. Fuel system and the gearbox. Where's we got a busted exhaust pipe. All right, so this exhaust pipe is something. Tank exterior. Okay. All right, so anyway, let's go back to my little grass shack and all right, so that's, can we reach it through this thing here? There was a way to open that. Okay, there we go. And I think the exhaust pipe is here. I think I just got it. I think I got that exhaust pipe. What was the other thing we're looking at? Disengage. Storage. Let's fix that. Let's doing that. Let's take a look at the status. All right, so the fuel system is missing an exhaust pipe. I think that's it, yeah. All right, so that should get us to 100% on there. The gearbox, electro starter, and the gearbox base. Again, those two things, I know where they're at. There's that, but how do I get it off? It's the problem. I can't figure out how to get it off. Do I have to... Maybe I have to remove-icate all of the... Well, we had it pretty much everything off of it, right? We took because we had to get the drum brakes, the brake drums fixed. I have a feeling that's what this is. Okay. Can we... No, we have to I think we have to do the module, right? Let's take the module again and take the engine off. Engine's off over there. Okay, so we're going to go back to interior options. We're going to removicate the drive shaft and the fan and the drive shaft. And now it's free. We should be able to, but it still won't. How do we disassemble the electro starter? Gearbox condition. 8.2%. We need to fix this. It says, what does it say? No, we don't want to assemble it. We want to disassemble it. We need both of these parts to come off. I cannot figure out for the life of me how to get them off. If I come here and I go back shelf, I yank the back shelf, right? And we take this, and we're going to go final drive gear, brake drum. What? Final drive, brake drum, fuel, exhaust pipe. What else? I'm gonna tear everything down. I'm just gonna try and figure it out, because maybe that's it. Maybe you really got to get deep into this engine in order to get. I can't get any of this other stuff off. So this is what I'm saying: is if wherever we need to go to get to the air filters, the radiators, and the fuel tanks. I think that might be. Is it? We just have to go over the top here. Is it? We've got to go through these. Radiator cover. Engine hatch. No, still can't remove it. Okay, so what? Exhaust tip? Exhaust tip. There it is. There it is. We got it, folks. We got it. At the hour mark, we finally got it. Can I get this thing now? No. It still won't let me take it out. The gearbox. Okay, so okay, it is giving me stats for it. Sanding, it's down. Conditions at 33%. Gearbox condition. Okay. Pick up the paint gun. I think I'm going to grab. Not grabbing you. I'm grabbing this thing first. Oop, I missed this. All right, so this is not happening here. Oop, nope. All right, so that's not it. We don't want that. We want, oop, that goes there. Let's do this. There it is. There it is. Turn that off. Okay. So we have to take off the entire back. We can't get to it through the hatches. We actually literally just have to take the back end off. All right, so I think it needs to be repaired, but how do I get to it to remove it? That's the question du jour. If I go here now and I go like this, there it is right there. Gearbox condition 12.5%. Take it off though. All right, let's go back out, right? So do we need to remove more of this stuff? Um, %100%. Okay. How do we remove this? Can't remove the torsion bar. Okay. Still kind of in this mode of trying to figure this out. Okay. Is there some other access panel that we don't know about? We've removed final gear. Can't even see the thing from here. Yeah, that's not it. There's the gearbox. It's giving me gearbox now, which is great, but torsion bar. What if we go, we put the electro starter back on? Gearbox condition is still only 37.5, so and it gives me the electro starter, but it does not give me, does not allow me to removicate it, so I'm not sure. That fan back on there. Drive shaft. Air filters. Exhaust pipes. All right. I think it looks good. I think the issue now is that it's just not assembled, right? I think that's the issue. Fuel tanks go back in. Let's get the radiators back in. I'm not done yet. I want to put the final drives back in. I think that's that. And now I think what we have is the module. Engine back in. This thing is killing me. Paint, primer, finish condition, tank repairs, 84. Okay. Again, I think that might just be because we're not fully assembled. Okay, tank repairs, 90.2. What did I do wrong? Engine condition, 6.2. Did I not put the engine back together? Did I? Did I not put the engine? I did not put the engine back together. Okay, sorry, folks. Sorry, man. That's my mistake. Let's get the injection pump and the pneumatic starter along with the injection pump governor. We'll do what do we do? The air intake manifolds, engine head, both of them, exhaust manifolds, both of them, and the motor shield along with the accessory gear cover. We got the generator. We have the bracket and the coolant surge tank. Can't do anything with that, so that's okay. And then we're going to go here, and we're going to go here. And the dipstick. Let's put that dipstick back on there. All right, I think we're good, right? I think we're good to go here with this engine. Not missing anything. Let's do the module. Module, engine goes back in. Hull exterior condition now is at tank analysis. Gearbox at 100. Yeah, so it doesn't come out. Tank overall repairs 99.4 tank overall, but we got hundos. Wait, Hull exterior condition. What did we do? The back shelf. Okay. Are you kidding me, folks? Are you kidding me with this? This is crazy. There we go. Okay. Back shelf. There we are. Hondos all the way through. Pick up the paint gun. Are we painting in color now? Open organizer menu and finish the contract. I think we're still just doing, we're just doing primer. I am going to put this down and we're going to finish this job, and that's going to be a full episode. That's more than an episode. Organizer, required repairs 100%. Let's finish that 30,000 USDs, folks. Let's catch them. There it is, 30,000 USDs. Our reputation is up to 279. We've got 3 emails. Let's go ahead and take a look. Put primer on our tank. We just finished that one. We're going to get rid of that one. Let's check for new emails. We have a repair and test the tank. Select an email, and I think I'm just going to burn these because we're not doing these. We're going to stick with our starred ones. Okay. Uncle Tom says, Pete J, repair and test the tank. I see that you are doing well. Congrats, smiley face. I would like to ask you for a little favor. One of the tanks from my collection requires its drive system and engine to be fixed. Afterwards, take the tank to a test drive, please. With regards, Uncle Tom. We'll accept that order. As we always do, we accept all of Uncle Tom's work. Let's take a look. All right, here she is. Got a quick look at the, no, we want to go back. We want to go here and just see examine mode. So you can see the sprocket, the track, the road wheels, and the roller wheels seem like they need some attention. Outside of that, it looks pretty clean. If we took a look, and I think we can see some stuff in the engine here already as well. Let's cruise around here, get up on top. The air filter looks like it needs some TLC. Okay, so anywho, folks, we're going to end it here because we're already into golden time. So thanks for joining me. Hopefully you'll come back, and hopefully next time we'll be cooking right along. Again, we're learning as we go. So lots to do, lots to see, lots of fun to be had. So come on back next time. And when you do, and until you do, be safe, be well, be good, and be back here next time. And we'll talk soon, all right? Bye-bye.